Good morning, children. Let's start with chapter 3 of Hornbill today. Discovering Tut, the saga continues. This chapter deals with the theme description of the exploration conducted by a team of researchers, and the story gives an account of the struggles the team faces to unravel, to reveal the mystery of the death of a teenage ruler, Tutankhamun, King Tut, as he is widely known. So let's study about him, about his death, the mystery behind his death, and his life today in this chapter.
Tutankhamun was an Egyptian pharaoh. Who is a pharaoh? It is also pronounced as pharaoh or pharaoh or pharaoh. So who is, have you ever
May I?
heard of this term? Mehek Kaur. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. A pharaoh or a pharaoh is a ruler in ancient Egypt.
Yes, ancient Egypt. So he was a ruler. So he was an Egyptian ruler of the 18th dynasty. Okay, and during the period of Egyptian history, which is most popularly and which is most commonly known as the New Kingdom, and that period is also known as the New Empire period. Okay, so this chapter is about him, and it would talk about how he died and the mystery behind his life, mystery behind his death, and what difficulties did the archaeologists face after his tomb was discovered, and various investigations that were done after his the discovery of his tomb. Okay, so while you will read, you will come across various expressions in the text, and you have to infer their meanings from the context. Okay, the first word is the phrase is forensic reconstruction. Then we have studded across. Then we have casket gray, resurrection, funerary treasures, circumvented, computed tomography, then eerie detail. These expressions you would come across in the text, and you would have to. Do we have any Jatin Raghuvanshi in any of the sections? Any new student by the name of Jatin Raghuvanshi? है कोई बच्चे? Do we have any Jatin Raghuvanshi? बताओ. Should I let the child enter or should I not? Because I don't think I have not written his name anywhere. मेरे पास तो ये नाम कहीं से नहीं आया. जतिन रघुवंशी है बेटा कोई? Don't know. So I'm denying entry. Fine. So this chapter starts with it says he was just a teenager when he died. Who is he here? He refers to whom?
Tut.
Yes, King Tut. He's known as King Tut, Tutankhamun. Okay, he was just a teenager when he died. The last heir of a powerful family that had ruled Egypt and its empire for centuries. What do you mean by heir? What is heir, Bachche? The last heir of a powerful family.
Successor.
Yes. The last successor of a powerful family that had ruled Egypt and its empire for centuries, and he was laid to rest, laden with gold, and eventually forgotten. So he died as a teenager, he was buried, he was laid to rest, and there was a tradition, there was a custom of mummifying the bodies. Do you understand the meaning of mummifying? Embalming the bodies. So in Egypt, and so he was mummified and he was laid to rest, he was buried, and with the passage of time, he was forgotten. Since the discovery of his tomb in the year 1922, the modern world has speculated. What do you mean by speculation, Bachche? What is speculation?
To
It says
form an opinion about something without
yes,
knowing the
yes.
details.
Without knowing the details, to just form an opinion about him. So the people of the world, they have speculated about what happened to him, with murder being the most extreme possibility. So this was also considered to be one of the possibilities, that he might have been killed, he might have been murdered. Now, leaving his tomb for the first time in almost 80 years, that has undergone a CT scan that offers new clues about his life and death. Okay, so he has left his tomb for the first time in almost 80 years, means so 80 years after 1922. So means which year? After 1922, 80 years. Yes, 2002. So for the first time, his body was taken out and his mummy was taken out for just so that it could be CT scanned. That offers new clues, new hints about his life and about his death, and provides precise data. What is precise? What do you mean by precise?
Detailed.
Detailed, accurate,
Accurate.
exact. Yes, accurate data for an accurate forensic reconstruction. What do you understand by forensic reconstruction? Forensic reconstruction का क्या मतलब होता है बच्चे? Forensic reconstruction. Yes, Ishita. Just a minute. Ishita Katoch. Yes, you can answer बच्चे. Ishita.
Yes, ma'am.
And the
Yes,
others,
ma'am.
please mute your mics. पीछे से बहुत आवाज आ रही है बच्चे. ऐसे इतनी disturbance नहीं होनी चाहिए क्लास में. Yes. What is
Ma'am,
forensic
forensic.
reconstruction?
Yes, ma'am. Forensic reconstruction means scientific proofs and data to solve the mystery related to someone's
Yes,
death.
to solve the mysteries related to someone's death or process of revealing, the mysteries that were behind, or just recreating. So recreating the face of an individual. That is forensic reconstruction. So scientific, and it involves scientific investigation, and it also involves legal investigation of the boyish pharaoh. Okay, so when the day when it was destined that his mummy would be CT scanned, what happened? As angry wind stirred up ghostly dust devils, an angry wind stirred up ghostly dust devils as King Tut was taken from his resting place in the ancient Egyptian cemetery known as the Valley of the Kings. So the moment his body was taken out, his mummy was taken out, the nature also resented it. And how did the nature show its resentment? How do you know that the nature was also angry? How did the nature respond?
Ma'am, because the wind was blowing very
Yes,
fast and it was a stormy
yes,
wind.
it was a stormy wind, and the moment he was taken out from his resting place, dark bellied clouds. You understand the meaning of belly? What is belly? What is belly?
Yes, ma'am.
What is belly, Vache? What, yes, bolo, Arinder, what is belly? What do you understand by belly? What is belly? Simple word. Speak up. What do you understand by dark bellied clouds?
Ma'am, the stomach of the cloud, ma'am, from where the rain will.
Yes, yes. So they were full. This means that the clouds were full. They were filled. So it says dark bellied clouds. They had scudded across the desert sky. What do you understand by scudded across? What do you mean by this term? Scudded. This expression, scudded across.
Moving quickly.
Moving
Quickly.
across.
Yes. So
Moving
they
quickly.
were
Moving
moving
quickly.
across. Yes, they were moving across very quickly. Because why were they moving across very quickly? Because of the wind. Because the wind was blowing very fiercely. So dark bellied clouds, they had scudded across the desert sky all day. And now they were veiling the stars. Because of the clouds, the stars were hidden. They were veiling the stars in casket gray. Now, casket is a kind of an ornamental box. So what is the meaning of this expression, casket gray, here? If casket means an ornamental box, so what is casket gray here? बता सकता है कोई बच्चा casket gray क्या होगा? Anybody else? Anybody else apart from Akarshita? Akarshita, I know you can give the answer, but I wanted somebody else to respond also. Yes. What is casket gray? Yes, Mehak.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. So casket gray is it means that the gray colored clouds were like a gray matlab, they were
Yes.
gray
They
colored
were
clouds.
just like a gray. They were like gray caskets. They were like a gray ornamental box that had contained the jewels. And what are the jewels here?
Stars.
The
Stars.
stars. Yes, very good. So the desert all day, and now they were veiling the stars in casket gray. It was 6 p.m. and the date was 5th of January 2005. The world's most famous mummy. It gilded head first into a CT scanner. What do you mean by gilding? It's not gilded, it glided. It glided. There are two words. One, you would come across gilded also, and this word is glided. It glided head first into a CT scanner. What do you mean by
Ma'am,
gliding?
landing.
Yes, it landed with
Landing.
head first. So the head was the first that was to be CT
Quickly.
scanned. Yes, into a CT scanner, brought here to probe. What do you mean by probe? What is probing?
Examine.
Find.
To examine, to
To
examine
investigate.
the to investigate the lingering medical mysteries. What do you mean by lingering?
Long lasting.
Long lasting.
Long
Long
lasting.
lasting, yes, medical mysteries of this little understood young ruler who died more than 3,300 years ago. So he had died that back. But now, because his mummy was discovered in 1922 and 80 years after his mummy was discovered, his mummy was to be CT scanned. All afternoon, the usual line of tourists from around the world, they had descended. What is descending? What is
Move down.
descending, bache?
To
Yes, they
go
moved
down.
down and to go down. And where did they descend? Into the cramped, rock-cut tomb. What is cramped? What is cramped?
I'm tight.
Very tight, not having much space. Yes. Okay, into the cramped rock-cut tomb, some 26 feet underground, to pay their respects. So people had come, tourists had come all over from all over the world to give their respects, to pay their homage to the Egyptian ruler. They gazed at the murals on the walls of the burial chamber and peered at Tut's gilded face. So they looked at very curiously. They looked at the murals. What do you mean by murals?
Ma'am,
What is
painting
murals?
on the walls.
Yes, they just looked at the paintings on the walls of the burial chamber, and they just stared. They just peeked into the his gilded face. So his face was covered thoroughly with entirely with gold. Gilded means covered with gold, and glided means glided. So these are entirely different
Blanket.
words. Yes. So his face was covered with gold. The most striking feature of his mummy-shaped outer coffin lid. So it was a three-nested coffin, it was a three-layered coffin, and the outer coffin lid was even the coffin was in the shape of the mummy. Some visitors, they read from guidebooks in a whisper. Okay, so it was a very strange kind of an atmosphere there. People were whispering, they were reading from the guidebooks. Others just stood silently, perhaps pondering. What is pondering?
Thinking and
Yes,
wondering
perhaps
about
thinking and
something.
wondering. They were actually wondering Tut's untimely death in his late teens. So he died as a teenager, so they were just wondering why and how did he die? What were the reasons behind his death? Or wondering with a shiver if the Pharaoh's curse. So it was believed that if somebody tried to disturb him, then death or misfortune would fall upon that person. This was the Pharaoh's curse. Death or misfortune falling upon those who disturbed him was really true. So they were just wondering, they were just thinking, they were just pondering whether the Pharaoh's curse would come true or not. Because now his mummy was definitely bound to be disturbed because it was to be taken out for the CT scan. So they were just wondering whether that Pharaoh's curse would come true or not. The mummy is in very bad condition because of what Carter did in the 1920s. So it was Howard Carter who had discovered the mummy, and who said this? He was the Secretary General of Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquities, and his name was Zahi Hawass. So Zahi, what did he say? He was the Secretary General of Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquities. What do you understand by antiquities, Sachin? What is
Old,
antiquities?
Objects
Hmm?
from ancient
oldness.
times.
Yes, antiques are, kind of archaeological stuff. So he had said that mummy is not in a good condition, is in a bad condition, and he laid the entire responsibility of this bad shape, bad condition of mummy to Howard Carter. As he leaned over the body for a long first look, Carter, Howard Carter, that is, was the British archaeologist who, in 1922, discovered Tut's tomb after years of futile searching. So, who is an archaeologist? Who is an archaeologist, Vache? Bolo?
Ma'am, a person who
Yeah.
finds out about history.
Anshika Bansal. Who is an
Ma'am, a
archaeologist?
person who finds out about history. Like
Yes,
he do
studies
searches
about
related to history.
research, scientific study, research of human history. Yes, Kartikoli, you're right. Good. So, where were we? So he had discovered it in 1922 after years of futile searching. What do you understand by futile? What is futile? What is futile? Yes, useless. After years of useless searching, he finally came across the mummy. Its contents Whose contents are we talking about here? The contents of the tomb, the mummy. Its contents, though hastily ransacked in antiquity, were surprisingly complete. Hastily ransacked. What do you understand by ransacked?
Searched.
Search.
Yes, yes. Search in a way to cause harm, or search in a way to just destroy something or to steal something. So, because it was entirely laden with gold. There were so many gold artifacts. So thieves had tried to circumvent it. They have tried to ransack it. But still, the contents of the mummy were surprisingly complete. They remain the richest royal collection ever found, and they have become part of the pharaoh's legend. Stunning artifacts in gold. So there were so beautiful artifacts. What do you understand by artifacts, Vijay? What are artifacts?
Ma'am, history's evidence, past evidence.
Past evidence, man-made objects actually. Stunning artifacts, beautiful artifacts in gold. And what else was there? Their eternal brilliance meant to guarantee resurrection. Eternal, everybody should know the meaning of eternal. What is eternal? What is eternal?
Everlasting.
Eternal means everlasting, and brilliance is shine. So their shine, which was everlasting, which was eternal, it meant to guarantee resurrection. It appeared as if he would come back to life. Resurrection is dead coming alive. So, and to guarantee that, it caused a sensation at the time of the discovery. So there was a lot of sensation, there was a lot of surprise among the people of the world when the mummy was discovered, and still it gets the most attention. But Tut was also buried with everyday things he'd want in the afterlife. So it was a belief during those times in the 18 dynasty that people after rulers, after they died, they would require certain things in their afterlife. So all those things were also buried along with them, along with their body in the tomb. So they had board games, there was a bronze razor, there was linen undergarments, then there were cases of food and wine. All these things were buried along with his body. After months of carefully recording the pharaoh's funerary treasure, so it took him months. It took Howard Carter so many months to record his funerary treasures. So what are funerary treasures, बच्चे? Funerary treasures क्या होते हैं?
May I?
Kartik Kohli? Yes, Kartik Kohli, speak up. What are funerary treasures?
And the treasures which were suitable for burial,
The treasures, the artifacts, the things,
which are
the
suitable for
gold.
burial.
Yes, the objects of daily use, they were which were buried along with the mummies in Egypt. So these all was funerary treasures. Carter began investigating his three-nested coffins. So it was a three-layered coffin. So when he opened the first one, he found a shroud adorned with. We have heard this word. What is this term? Shroud. What is this?
May I?
Yes, Mehak.
A length of cloth in which a dead person is wrapped.
Wrapped. Yes, it's a covering for the dead body. So he found it and it was adorned. It was beautified with garlands of willow and olive leaves, with wild celery, with lotus petals and cornflowers. The faded evidence. So it gave a kind of a hint, it gave a kind of an evidence of a burial in March or April. Because March and April, there's spring season, so a lot of flowers, blooming flowers are there. So it gave a kind of a faded evidence that the burial took place during the months of March or April. And when he finally reached the mummy, when he reached the bottom of the coffin, when he reached the mummy, though he ran into trouble. He came across a lot of trouble. There was a lot of trouble. And what was the trouble? The ritual raisins had hardened. What are ritual raisins, Vache? What are ritual raisins? Sticky substance, yes. So it was considered to be a ritual. It was considered to be a ritual to, to cover the chest with the raisins and all. And with time, those raisins had hardened. Those sticky substances, they had hardened. And what was the result of that? They had cemented that to the bottom of a solid gold coffin. So उसकी body जो gold coffin के bottom से बिल्कुल चिपक गई थी, and it was so difficult to take it out from that. It was so difficult to separate it from that. No amount of legitimate force could move them. What is legitimate force, बच्चे? What is legitimate force?
Proper
Yes, proper force. No amount of force could No amount of force could move them. Carter wrote later. So no matter how hard he tried, it was so difficult. It was not easy for him to separate the body from the coffin. And then he thought, what was to be done? He was worried. Now, what should be done now? The sun can beat down like a hammer this far south in Egypt. And Carter tried to use it to loosen the resistance. What did he think? He thought that I can just take the help of sunlight, and the sunlight, what would the sunlight do? The sunlight would melt the raisins, and naturally, when the raisins would melt, then the body would could easily be separated from the what?
From the coffin.
From the coffin. Yes. So for several hours, what did he do? For several hours, he just set the mummy outside in blazing sunshine. What is blazing sunshine?
Ma'am, very bright sunshine, very hot.
Very bright, very
bright,
hot.
bright
Yes,
and hot.
very bright and hot. And that just heated it to 149 degrees Fahrenheit. But nothing budged. This amount of sunlight also, this amount of heat could not move anything. So nothing budged means nothing moved. He reported with scientific detachment, with aloofness, he reported that the consolidated material, it had to be chiseled. With the help of a chisel, kind of a knife, it had to be cut away from beneath the limbs and trunk before it was possible to raise the king's remains. So it was not difficult to move the body, it was not difficult to separate it. So he felt that it had to be, what is the last option left? We have to chisel it, we have to just separate it, we have to sever each and every joint. In his defense, so when later, many questions were raised because people had resented this kind of an investigation. They did not want that some kind an equipment and instrument like a chisel should be used. So when he was asked later on, he defended himself and he said that he really had little choice. If he hadn't cut the mummy free, agar wo aisa na karte, then thieves most certainly would have circumvented the guards. What do you mean by circumvented?
Find a way around.
Yes, to dodge. They would have easily befooled the guards, they could have easily cheated the guards, and they could have ripped it apart to remove the gold. Or wo mummy ko tehs nehs kar dete in order to just take out the gold. In Tut's time, the royals were fabulously wealthy. So the rulers, the kings during his time, they were so rich, and they thought or they hoped that they could take their riches with them. Okay, वो क्या सोचते थे that whenever they would die in their afterlife, they would require all their wealth, they would require all their treasures, and they would just take those things with them. So whenever they were buried or whenever they were mummified, all those things were buried along with their bodies. Got it? Got it or not? Are you following
Yes,
this?
ma'am. Yes,
Everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, for his journey to the great beyond. What is journey to the great beyond? What is journey to the great beyond, Bache?
Ma'am, his journey after his death.
After his death. So for his afterlife. So what are we talking about here? So we're talking about his afterlife, and they said for his journey to the great beyond, King Tut was lavished with glittering golds. What do you mean by lavished? What is
Enjoyed.
lavished?
Luxury life.
He was lavished with, yes, he was adorned with glittering goods, precious collars, inlaid necklaces. So these were all things, not just his, all these things were buried along with his body in the tomb. There were collars, there were necklaces, there were bracelets, there were rings, there were amulets, there were ceremonial aprons, sandal, sheaths. Sheaths means coverings for fingers and toes, and the new iconic inner coffin and the now iconic inner coffin and mask. What do you understand by iconic? What is iconic?
Shape of statue.
Shape of a statue, or what else?
Sign or
Yes.
symbol of something.
Sign, symbol, or an image. Yes, good. All these things were of pure, pristine gold. Okay, to separate Tut from his adornments. So, or to separate him from all these things, Carter's men, what did he do? Howard Carter's men, they removed the mummy's head and they severed nearly every major joint. So they broke each and every joint of his. And once they had finished, What did they do then? Once they had finished it, once they had removed the mummy from the coffin, what did they do? They reassembled the remains on a layer of sand in a wooden box. अब उन्होंने एक wooden box लिया, वहाँ पे एक layer of sand बिछा दी, and then they reassembled. They reassembled all the remains with padding that concealed the damage. और बीच बीच में उन्होंने cotton लगा दी. किस लिए? Because a lot of damage had been done. To hide the damage, to conceal the damage, they had to make use of padding. The bed before where Tut now rests. So he's now resting in that wooden box. Got it? Got it?
Yes.
Yes or no? Okay. Archaeology has changed substantially in the intervening decades. So now archaeology has changed a lot. In the जो बीच में decades आए, इतने सारे साल आए, उसके बीच में archaeology में बहुत सारे changes आ गए हैं. There's a lot of advancement that has been there, focusing less on treasure and more on the fascinating details of life and intriguing mysteries of death. अब फोकस किसके ऊपर हो रहा है ज्यादा? अब आर्कियोलॉजी का शिफ्ट फोकस चेंज हो गया है. नाउ शिफ्ट इज नॉट ऑन द ट्रेजर्स, नॉट ऑन द गोल्ड, बट द शिफ्ट इज ऑन व्हाट?
Ma'am, the mystery of death.
Yes, the mystery of death. They wanted to know, they just wanted to unravel the mystery of his death, mystery behind his death. It also uses more sophisticated tools. With the advancement of technology, with scientific advancement, more sophisticated, better developed tools are now being used, including medical technology. In 1968, more than 40 years after Carter's discovery, an anatomy professor x-rayed the mummy and he revealed a startling fact. There was a professor of anatomy. What is anatomy? Anatomy का मतलब क्या होता है? What is anatomy?
Ma'am, study of human body.
Yes, anatomy is study of human body. So वो एक anatomy के professor थे 1968 में. उन्होंने क्या discover किया? And there was he made a startling, he revealed, उन्होंने disclose किया a very surprising fact that beneath the raisin that cakes his chest. तो वो ritual क्या था? The raisins were mostly kept on the chest. ठीक है? So beneath those raisins, one of his chest bones was, and some of his front ribs were missing. ये उन्होंने X-ray में find out किया that one of his bones and some of his ribs were missing. Today, diagnostic imaging can be done with computed tomography. आपने CT scan तो सुना ही हुआ है. CT scan की full form क्या होती है? CT की full form क्या है? Computed tomography. ठीक है? और कंप्यूटर टोमोग्राफी अब एक्सरे नहीं, अब हम सीटी स्कैन कराते हैं, क्योंकि सीटी स्कैन में आपकी एक 3D इमेज बन जाती है. ठीक है? सो सीटी स्कैन बाय विच hundreds of x-rays in cross section they are put together like slices of bread to create a 3-dimensional virtual body. So a 3D virtual body can be created with the help of what? With the help of a CT scanner. Okay, what more would a CT, please mute your mics everybody, it's my request to all of you, because if you would just keep on turning them on, then it creates a lot of disturbance. Okay, so what more would a CT scan reveal of Tut than the X-ray? So people are speculating, people are thinking, people are wondering, they're pondering, what is it that a CT scan or CT scanner would reveal? Then what more can it reveal than the X-ray? And could it answer two of the biggest questions still lingering about him? These are the most important questions that are still, these are long-lasting questions that are still there and they have been unanswered. Can a CT scan unravel these questions? How did he die and how old was he at the time of his death? ये दोनों बहुत important questions हैं. क्या इनके answers हमें ये CT scan का result दे सकता है? So could the answers be available with the help of that? King Tut's demise was a big event. Why was it a big event? Even by royal standards. Why? Because he was the last of his family's line, and his funeral was the death rattle of a dynasty. What do you mean by death rattle? What is death rattle?
Ma'am, the sound.
Yes, it was the end of a dynasty. It shook the whole family. It shook the entire dynasty. Okay, but the particulars of his passing away and its aftermath are unclear. How he died, how old was he, and what were the consequences of his after his death? Things are not clear still. Amenhotep III. Even this, we are looking into the details of history now, and it says Amenhotep III Tut's father or grandfather, we don't even know whether he was his father or grandfather. He was a powerful pharaoh who ruled for almost how many years? 40 years. So he ruled for 4 decades at the height of the 18th dynasty's golden age. So that age was considered to be the golden age. Okay, and his son Amenhotep IV, he succeeded him and initiated one of the strangest periods in the history of ancient Egypt. उनका बेटा जब ruler बना, उसने बड़ा अजीब सा rule किया, and that was a horrific time for Egypt. Okay, and from the golden age straight away to a horrible time, a horrific time. Then what did this new pharaoh do? He promoted the worship of Aten, the sun disk, and he changed his name to Akhenaten, or servant of the Aten, and he moved the religious capital from the old city of Thebes to the new city of Akhetaten, now known as Amarna. उसने सब कुछ चेंज कर लिया, उसने सारा religious, social, political upheaval ले आया वो अपने इजिप्ट में. Okay? He further shocked the country, and he gave the biggest shocker to the country. And what did he do for that? By attacking Amun, a major god. And he even smashed the images and closed his temples. Now, if you read about this after so many decades, after so many centuries, you won't find things much stranger. But just imagine the life of the people during those days. उस रेन में, उस टाइम में, उस लोगों की जिंदगी के बारे में अगर आप सोचो, so it must have been a very horrific time for them कि जिसकी वो पूजा करते हैं, उनके temples तोड़ दिए गए, ठीक है? So he closed the temples, he smashed his images. It must have been a horrific time, said Ray Johnson, director of the University of Chicago's Research Center in Luxor, the site of ancient Thebes. The family that had ruled for centuries, okay, in Egypt, it was coming to an end, and then suddenly this particular ruler, Akhenaten, he went a little wacky. What is going a little wacky? What is wacky?
Crazy.
Yes, he went crazy. Yes, he went crazy. And after his death, a mysterious ruler named Semenkhare, he appeared briefly and he exited with hardly a trace. फिर उसके बाद एक और रूलर आया जिसका नाम था Semenkhare. वो थोड़े से टाइम के लिए आया, and he did not leave even a single trace of anything. कुछ उसने रिफॉर्म्स नहीं किए, कुछ नहीं किया, और उसकी कोई हिस्ट्री में नामो निशान तक नहीं है. But then a very young Tutankhaten took the throne, King Tut, as he is widely known today, and this boy king soon changed his name to Tutankhamun. And what does it mean? It means living image of Amun. Okay, and he oversaw the restoration of the old days. What do you understand by restoration? What is restoration, bache? He restored the old ways. Means what did he do?
Ma'am, he
brought
back.
Yes, he brought back. Yes, very, very good. He brought back the old days. And what did he do for that? He reigned for about 9 years, and he then died unexpectedly. ठीक है, 9 साल तक के लिए उन्होंने रूल किया किंग टट ने, but unexpected, in very mysterious circumstances, he passed away or he was killed. We don't even know about that. Regardless of his fame and the speculations about his fate, Tut is one mummy among many in Egypt. How many? No one knows. The Egyptian Mummy Project, which began an inventory in late 2003. What do you understand by inventory? What is inventory?
A detailed list.
Yes, inventory is a detailed list of it is a list of schedules. It is a catalog. Yes, you're very right. So they started this inventory in late 2003, and it has recorded almost 600 mummies so far, and is still counting. What is the next phase? Scanning the mummies with a portable CT machine donated by the National Geographic Society and Siemens, its manufacturer. King Tut is one of the first mummies to be scanned. So, in death as well as in life, he was regally ahead of his countrymen. He was royally ahead of his countrymen. How was he regally ahead of his countrymen? Can anyone just give the answer to this question? How was King Tut regally royally ahead of his countrymen in death as well as in life? Yes, yes, just Kamal. Let just Kamal answer. Bolo, just Kamal.
Because he was among the first mummies that were scanned.
He was, so in death he was royally ahead because his was the first mummy or to be CT scanned. And how was he royally ahead in life also? Because why? How was he
Because he
legally
was
ahead of his country? Yes, he was a boy pharaoh. He became a ruler then at a very young age. So if he died in his teenage and he ruled for 9 years, तो मतलब वो ruler कब बना होगा? ठीक है? अगर 19 में भी बच्चे डेथ होती है उसकी, 19 is the last age of teenage. तो 19 में भी अगर डेथ होती है, वो 10 साल में रूलर बन गया था. ठीक है ना? So 10 साल में मे बी और हमें नहीं पता. He was a teenager when he died. We don't know whether he died at the age of 19 or 18 or 17. So that means he became a ruler at a very young age and he died very young, and his was the first mummy to be CT scanned. So that is why he was legally ahead, way ahead of his countrymen in that sense. So just put a tick mark here. We shall continue from here on Monday, and along with this, we shall discuss the question answers as well. Okay, so you need to go through the question answers, and we would complete the chapter 2 on Monday. Okay, got it? Yes, he was the first, not the first ruler of his